Manchester United winning 1-0 against Brighton today at Old Trafford. Really pleased with the result today. Manchester United claiming the 3 points, which was the main object from the game. I didn't think it was going to be as easy this game as a lot of people said, and it turned out to be that way. Now, seeing the starting lineup, I was very, very happy with that starting lineup. It was the starting lineup that I said, besides I said Marcus Rojo in for Lindelof. So the forward line was very, very good. You had Paul Pogba in there, alongside Matic, and then further forward you had Mata, you had Martial, Rashford and Lukaku up front. And I mean, for most part, for a lot of that game, Brighton really matched Manchester United, certainly first half, and it wasn't very good from Manchester United. We were fairly solid at the back. We never really gave many chances away to Brighton, but going forward, we never really created nowhere near enough chances today, and that is the worrying side of it. We had three really good attacking players on the pitch. Romelu Lukaku again was nowhere near at his best today, and that is certainly worrying for Manchester United going into some big games coming up and now against Arsenal and Manchester City. We can't afford to drop too many points in them games because we will fall too far behind Manchester City if we do. But we've given ourselves a bit more of a chance. Keep winning is all you can do at this moment in time. Manchester City are going to slip up at some point. They're going to draw a game or lose a game at some point. Probably going to draw sometime. So if Manchester United can just keep up the win and maybe close the gap. At the moment, we put the pressure all onto Manchester City tomorrow, who have got Huddersfield, and you never know what could happen in that game. We will just have to wait and see. But if we hadn't won that game, scored that late goal through Ashley Young, well, a 75th minute goal, it was a deflected strike. If we hadn't scored that in the second half, then we would have taken all the pressure off Manchester City, and it would have, they would probably have gone out there and swatted them aside. But now that they've got that pressure on them, they could still go out and swat Huddersfield aside. But with that added, there's just that little bit of added pressure. They look over their shoulder and think, hang on a minute, we're only 5 points now. We've won nearly every game this season. We've got to go out there and win this game. That little bit of pressure hopefully would get to them. And you never know, potentially maybe there's a chance of a draw, who knows. But at least Manchester United got the win. They've given it as a Duncombe goal, but I would have given that to Ashley Young. He had the strike there. He brought Zlatan Ibrahimovic on, and we had four forwards on in that second half going for it. We were certainly the more attacking, looking more likely to score in the second half. We had to go for it. And it looked at, I mean, we didn't create the chances we used to under Sir Alex Ferguson when we were bombing forward in second halves against lesser opposition. I mean, we've got obviously a superior team to Brighton, no disrespect to them, but we didn't really create the amount of chances that we would have under Sir Alex Ferguson. But I remember so many games under Sir Alex where we would have four strikers or four forwards on the pitch all at one time, all trying to do something, trying to score, putting crosses in the box. There'd be shots blocked, and there wasn't a lot. There was one before half time where Ryan in goal saved from Lukaku, I think it was, and Paul Pogba. It was almost on the line just before half time, which was a bit of a kick in the box that we didn't get that. But besides that, we haven't really created nowhere near enough and made the goalkeeper work enough today. But at the end of the day, the 3 points was all that mattered. And Ashley Young was quite dangerous in this game, but it's just a worry because I feel that maybe against the better teams he's going to get caught out playing at left back. But overall, really pleased to get the 3 points. Now, after that, we took off Martial and Rashford for Mkhitaryan and Fellaini to almost try and see the game out, which is a bit dodgy when they're trying to get back into it. I was hoping that Manchester United might be able to go forward and try and get that second goal, but it wasn't to be. We've seen the game out, so we've got that 1-0 win. There is still positives. We've got 1-0 and we've got a clean sheet there, so the 3 points is at the end of the day all that matters. And we've certainly not hit top form yet this season, and Manchester City are at their best. They're probably not going to get any better than they are right now. They've won every game besides one, so Manchester United can hopefully only improve on their performances and hopefully get better. Now, Lindelof, I thought, was probably his best game for Manchester United today. Looked very good on the ball and also put in a very good challenge in the game. So defensively he looked quite good. Was one or two times one time certainly where Smalling gave away a stupid foul in the game, but besides that we were pretty solid at the back. He never gave too much away. That's the only downfall with Smalling. He does tend to give stupid fouls away in some stupid areas, but overall pretty pleased with that victory. You can't argue with 3 points. That was the main object of the game, even if with the forward line we should be swatting these teams aside. But hopefully Lukaku, Rashford and Martial will all get their goal scoring boots on soon, and we will start swatting some more teams aside. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game. like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.